I'll supply you with everything you need to do right there if you'll just tell me you want to do something.
Was she talking about help serving somebody else?
Serving somebody else.
Yeah.
I said, I'll supply you. You tell me what you want to do, and I'll supply it. But you live in South Carolina. I said, I don't care. I'll supply what you need. You tell me what you want to do.
Yeah.
You know, you've got an opportunity within just a few blocks to go out and say, hey, you know what? I know you're hungry. Can I help you with a little bit of food? I'll supply you with a pantry that you could eat off of from now on.
Yeah.
And it's not me, and I don't mean to take that as
no. I agree with you 1,000,000%. It takes somebody convicted though to get up and go.
Oh yeah. Don't tell me you can't find something to do. You know, I did a program in Salisbury, North Carolina this week.
Yeah.
This week, and that's where I was when you called me. And it started out really ugly.
Ugly as in they didn't want to hear it?
No, I stood up and got ugly with some people before it ever got started. And Carla could have crawled under the pew, because as soon as I walked in, there was a pastor walks in, okay? And when he walks in, he's got on his black outfit and his white collar and it's pulled up and he's got a big old cross on it. And they're getting ready to do their breakout sessions, and I'm in a t-shirt, blue jeans, and just regular shoes, you know. That's just me. And he makes the comment to somebody that he's the only one dressed like he should be dressed in that building. And it come out of his mouth, standing right there in front of God and the church, everybody else looks homeless. Oh yeah, my eyes, your eyes get big, right? I stood up on the second pew and stood up on the pew. And I hollered at him, maybe you should be homeless and then you would be home.
What do you say?
World, it just got quiet. That church, you could have heard a pin drop on that floor. And my buddy Johnny, the one that asked me to come up there and do the program, he just looked at me and he goes, amen. Amen. And then another pastor come over and shook my hand. And
so where was that dude from?
I have no idea. I didn't care. He sat down with me at lunch, and I got up and moved. I said, dude, I'm mad, and I ain't got no business sitting and talk right now.
So he tried to make nice.
I don't know if he's trying to make nice. Didn't have anywhere else to sit, but I wouldn't sit outside because I ain't got no business talking about it.
It was an absolutely gorgeous day, too.
It was a beautiful day.
We had our deal down there, and I got sunburned.
And I know, right? My wife said I was just being hard-headed. I said, I can't help it. You know what? Don't talk about my homeless friends.
Hey.
Because you know what? God's put it on my heart. Somebody got to be their voice.
Yeah, no doubt.
And God's put it on my heart. Don't talk about them, because you know what? I started calling something stupid, but what that guy did was really stupid.
Yeah.
But
he showed his ignorance. It wasn't that he was trying to be mean. I don't think it sounded like he was just ignorant.
He was ignorant because you know what he didn't realize? That the man he's there to serve, the man that he's professing to be like, every minute of his life on the face of this earth through ministry, he was homeless.
Yeah. True story.
He was homeless. He lived in a tent.
True story. Well, maybe he learned something that day because there was, you know.
You know what he learned? He learned don't say something stupid. Kevin Lewis sitting in the audience because I'm gonna call you out.
Well, and that and that probably is not gonna happen again. But maybe he learned to be a little more humble.
Yeah, you're right.
And that's that's a pretty tough lesson. I'll share with you something I heard just a little bit. I'll tell you in just a minute. So tell me about your. Okay. So who influenced your service heart? Who, other than your pastor, was there somebody else in your life? So for me, it was my mom. She was always, and it was to a fault. By the matter of fact, I sent you that message that I did, and she would take in people, and she took in a family, and my dad he was a great guy. And he's like, okay, dear, whatever you say. We got a 1,000 square foot house, 4 kids, 3 bedrooms, and she's taking in a family of 4 people for a week because they can't get out of snowy Rocky Mount up and down 95. So for me, it was my mom. Who was that?
You know, I grew up about the same exact way, and I can tell you right now, I grew up with poor, and I'll be poor to the day I die.
Nah, man, we're rich because we're way
financially.
Yeah, we're way better off.
But you know, through life, the guidance that I should have had with some things wasn't there. I never had anybody teach me about money situations. I never had anybody teach me anything. You know, my credit right now is so bad, and this is no joke, my credit right now is so bad I probably can't buy a bottle of water. But you know what? I'm better off nowadays than I've ever been in my life.
That's right.
And I remember times growing up that my mom could take potatoes and fix that potato 7 different meals, 7 different ways, and it was always something different. My mom, I remember at Christmas that my mom made us all pajamas. And me and my brother and my sister, we all had pajamas. She even made them, everything my mom hand done.
That's awesome.
But to know that she sacrificed what she did.
Absolutely.
Because regardless of what we had, she's even doing it today, man. Regardless of what she has, it's never about her. You know, she'll send me $10 for my birthday Friday. I promise $5 or $10 in there, and you know what? That $5 or $10 is gold, man. Because that's $10 she doesn't have.
Yeah.
And you know, when I talk about being in a mess with my finances, yes, it's got to the point, you know, I am in bad shape. But here's the thing. I'm better off nowadays because I don't have the credit cards and I don't have the debts. Either I can pay for it with what I got or I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
And my bank account is built up higher now than it was ever in my life. And I still don't have a lot.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there with it and just we watch what we do and what we spend, and God's told us, look, shut your mouth and listen to me.
Yeah.
So my mom's a big influence.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and you're blessed to still have her because you're my age and mine's gone. But my dad died in 1995 and my mom was 2008. So you're blessed to have them.
Right.
For sure. So who do you follow? Who do you follow to grow and to emulate? But it may not be anybody. It may you and I are cut from the same cloth. We're just gonna go, and we're gonna go down the road. And you know, if there's nobody to follow, we're gonna make our own path. So I think that's kind of.
I'm exactly that way. People get scared with me when you talk about, and I like the way you said about who to follow. People don't follow me.
Yeah.
People know better than to follow me because every time I go up and ask the question wherever we go, where do we need to serve at, or where do we need to go, and they say you need to stay away from there. I said thank you.
That's where we're going.
That's where I'm headed because if nobody else is going in there, that's where I want to be.
Right.
And even Trent today looked at me and he said, "Man, come on, why'd you got to tell him that?" But he's gonna learn, you know. That's where we're headed.
Yeah. Well, we met you guys when we met you guys on New Year's Eve. I mean, we were in a bad spot, you know, that little area, and that's where the guy tried to kill me.
Right.
And he wanted to beat me to death, and I was like, "Dude, you're not taking the other guy's stuff. We had given him stuff, and he was trying to take it because he wanted to sell it." And I said, "You're not taking it." And this guy was massive. And now the 3 people behind me, they all had guns, but
he didn't know that.
He didn't know that, and I'm just sitting there going, no. And again, the good Lord ain't gonna let nothing happen to us.
What if he did? You know what? Come on, John. What a better way. You know what? I'm gonna say, hey, I tell him, you know what? Shoot me, please. Please take me out of this world because you know what? I've got something better waiting on me.
That's right.
You're not getting nothing. You're not getting no glory out of this. So you wasted a bullet.
That's exactly right. And you're just going back to prison. All right. Tell me about what you do now, and just pick the whichever one is the one that you concentrate more. I know you got 4 or 5.
Okay. The biggest thing we do is called the mobile shower ministry.
Yeah.
Now it's taken on the name of Street Feet because we are being the feet on the street. But what we do is it's not about a shower, it's not about food, it's not about clothes.
That's right.
It's about dignity. Because we go out and it's you can clean somebody up. But do you take the time to sit down and get to know somebody? And that's what this whole ministry is about. It's just getting to know someone and showing them that, you know what, I really love you like I say I love you.
That's right.
And that's it in a nutshell. I know that sounds pretty point blank, but that is it. And even today, I'll tell people, if you can't show these people the dignity that they deserve, go somewhere else. I don't want you out here with me. We offer Well, you see, I've got a room full out here, and I got a church full at Antioch Baptist Church. Inside my house, you can't go through my house. My wife whip us both because you walk through the front door. If you look on my porch when you pulled up, homeless supplies everywhere. They come and go, I keep doing it. But in the beginning, I was ashamed of how my porch looked, and I was ashamed for you to walk through my house because you couldn't walk through it. But then I got to thinking, come on, Kevin, this is stupid, man. This is God's house.
Yeah.
He said, pile it full till I'm through piling it, and just use it like I tell you to use it and shut up. So now I have people come over and they look at it and say, hey, if you don't like it, you take it over with God because He's the one that put it here.
That's it. Because people are donating stuff.
You're exactly right.
Yeah.
People from their hearts, man. And that's what this ministry is about. This ministry it's about dignity, raising somebody up to the next level, letting them know, you know what, there's no difference in us.
I just wrote my daughter is doing on Wednesday night. I don't know if you can come on Wednesday. Y'all probably got church, but through the crusade. But she's actually speaking Wednesday night at 7. But I actually wrote it for her this morning because she's working and got school and all that stuff. I just kind of did the outline. But that's one of the things is it's serve, and it's and each one of them has a different thing. And so S is, oh gosh, the heck of it. Let me see.
While you're looking for this, I'm going to tell you something. You know what we get told more than anything? When we go up and say, hey, is there anything you need? And somebody looks at you and a tear rolls down their face, they said, could you do me a favor? I said, yeah. Can you just sit here and talk to me for a few minutes so I act like somebody that somebody cares about? I know that. Does that not stump your toes? You know, can you imagine sitting on a bench and nobody ever stopped to talk to you and how you feel? But then if you got somebody sitting there stopping and talking to you, then you can look at the next person and say, you know what, somebody cares about me, or I'm important because somebody stops and talks to me.
Yeah. So this is one of the things. This is actually her message is serve is S stands for step out. You can't serve at home.
Right.
You got to go, and that was God's message to us. E was everybody matters. Doesn't matter what you've done.
Exactly.
Everybody matters. R is respect, and there's stuff that goes along with it in verses. Respect no matter what they've done in the past. V is the value. You know, God says we're all equal in His eyes. And then E is every day. Help somebody every day. And if you'll do that, it becomes a habit. It's not it's not like, oh, I'm going to go to Haiti and I'm going to serve once a year. It's every single day or multiple times a week where I'm looking for people to help. And if you do that, you're changing your culture.
We sat down in ditches and we served with people that had committed murder. And I got a guy telling me this, and I said, why are you telling me? He said, because I don't want you to be my friend now, and then when you find this out, you walk away. You know, I got a buddy right now that's started a new job that's 56 years old, been in prison 20-something years of his life. Come into my house, took a shower in my house, I do his laundry, and, you know, he's part of my family, sat there with tears in his eyes because nobody ever gave him a chance.
Yeah. And he's the one in the new job.
Yeah.
But you know, you do realize that you're the exception. You're not the rule. You personally, and I'm not talking about Trent and everybody else because they're awesome.
Right.
But you personally are the exception because nobody else has gone all in like you have. Nobody in this book. Now the guy. The guy that was from Kentucky that sold everything and he moved. He still had finances. I mean, he was worth $20 million or something, but he sold a lot of it. He gave a lot of it to his his family or whatever. But the thing is, yes, he was all in. But he bought the schoolhouse and all the kids are coming to him. But nobody's doing what you're doing. And I often wonder why. And I know that you're convicted. I get that. But so am I. But I don't do, every single day I'm not doing what you're doing.
You know, I started this out as a one-day-a-week ministry. One day a week. Then I went to 2.
I know.
Then I went to 3. Then I'd go try to do something, and when I get home, my phone was just blaring off the wall, and I'd spend half a night out. Because somebody said, hey, I'm starving to death. Can you help? And I slept out here on the street, and I don't know what to do. I'm scared to death. Can you come get me and take me somewhere? I said, okay. I'm not going to leave you. And the police tell me, I cannot believe you're the fool you are to be out where you are. I said, I can't help you. And it went to 7 days a week. I may not be out physically on the streets, but this right before you got here, I just went and run real fast and delivered food to a family that Thursday their electricity gets cut off. And I can't help them with the electricity, but I can with the food. And I'm going to give them a little bit of hope and gave them some phone numbers to call. So, it's a never-ending mission.
It is.
And, when anything we do, I'm scared some days. Okay? Because all it's going to take is one thing, man. One thing. And I'm in the same shape. But I've got something different than they don't have.
No doubt. You got him.
I got him, man. And he's told me, he said, shut up, dude, look. Just shut up.
We have a problem with that, don't we?
Yeah, because, I've turned down 3 jobs lately of painting. And I had a friend that just got so mad at me because she stayed after me to paint. I need these pictures. Do you have them done? I said, no, I don't. Well, why not? I need them. I said, go somewhere else. Because how can you say you're a Christian, but you're mad at me because I'm out serving instead of doing a painting for you? I had a lady from church that called me, she gave me papers Wednesday night, and I've been in, man, my wife is blessed. Listen, she's sweet. But she's going to only be sweet for so long because this past week I came in every night at 8 o'clock. And from the beginning to the end. And then she called me every night wanting about a painting. So I finally told her last night, if you need to, find somebody else to do it. But how can you live like this if you're not making money? I don't know.
I don't know.